Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Raheem, and today we have another review. And today's review is for the new sports drama starring Ben Affleck, The Way Back. Now before we jump into the review, make sure you like, subscribe, check out some other reviews and videos. I'd really appreciate all of that. We're currently doing a road to 100 subs. We're almost there. Let's get there. Now the general synopsis of the film is that Ben Affleck plays this guy by the name of Jack Cunningham, who used to be a star basketball player at this Catholic high school. But since then, his life has taken a dive off the cliff. He spends his nights at the bar, he's divorced, he's a construction worker who really feels like he doesn't know where his life is going or what he's going to do. Until his old high school calls him back because their basketball team has not been good since the 90s when Jack used to play for them. They are awful. So they're like, listen, Jack, since you used to be a star here, can you come back and coach us because we need a coach? And so from that on, now you have a sports drama. Let's get this right out of the way. What works? Ben Affleck. I think this is the best I've ever seen Ben Affleck. This is his best performance that I have personally seen. I thought he was fantastic in the film. What I love about his performance has to do with the approach to the story. The story, I don't think it's based on a true story, even though at the end it can feel that way, that at the end it'll be like, this is not a true story, this person went on to do this, this person went to do that. It's not based on a true story, but it can feel that way. Because this story deals with very real things. It deals with alcoholism and just finding your way back in life. Now, the main reason that Ben Affleck's performance works so well in this and why he's so good in this is because I didn't know about this until I saw this film and did some research, is that Ben Affleck himself in real life has suffered from alcohol abuse and has gone to rehab twice. So you can definitely see how he brings a piece of his own life and himself to this performance. He called this performance and doing this film very therapeutic for him, and that's wonderful to hear that he used his creative outlet to kind of deal with what he was dealing with in real life and the struggles that he was facing. Now let's talk about the story. The story, like, if you watch the trailers, you would definitely feel like this is like this one of those sports dramas. I've seen a lot of people say that because it's a sports drama, you kind of, there's a formula to it and you know what's going to happen. Like, you know, the struggling coach is going to go to the struggling team and teach them lessons. They're going to teach him lessons and they're all going to bond together and go to win like a bunch of trophies and stuff. But this movie doesn't really take that approach. What surprised me about this film is that I walked into this film expecting, the basketball, the coaching, the team coming together and seeing how they work. And even though that's a huge part of the movie and it is there, it's kind of working behind Ben Affleck because this is a very character-centered movie. It's real focused on this character, Jack, and Ben Affleck. It's really focused on him and his own life. For a good portion of the first act, you really spend a lot of time with him and seeing what he's doing. And then you kind of see him start merging with the team and start coaching them and, learning things from them, teaching them things. But for majority of the movie, this movie is really centered on this character and just exploring his life and what he goes through and how he deals with it. Because this film is really centered on Ben Affleck's character, the exploration of all the other characters, like the kids that he coaches, isn't really there. And that is probably one of my issues with the film. I just want to give a massive shout out to all the young actors that played the basketball players. You guys did a fantastic job. And I wish all of you good luck in the future in your careers. My issue with the film is that I never really felt truly connected to anybody on that team, just because purely on the fact that they weren't fleshed out very well. The one player that we do learn a lot about is the captain, the best player on the team. And even that, when we learn things about him, there are layers being peeled back and there's more questions to be answered. Like, for example, he's really good, and colleges are offering him full rides to go to college. But there's clearly a conflict between him and his dad, between deciding what he's going to do for his future. And at the end of the day, that's not really explored all that well, even though it is hinted at. It is shown, but it's not, explored at all, I don't feel like. One example that I want to give is one of my favorite sports dramas is Remembering the Titans with Denzel Washington. He's fantastic in that. Now, what that movie does great is that it deals with a football team, which is so much bigger than this 10-player basketball team that they have in The Way Back. But what that movie does so well is that it really starts to explore the different personalities and characters of the football players. You start to feel connected to the players and their personalities, and we start rooting for them even more because we care about them, because we know them. But this film definitely sacrifices that aspect to focus more on Ben Affleck's character. And that's not a bad thing. I feel like this movie does have one issue that can be solved with just fixing the runtime. I felt like this movie could have been like 10 or 15 minutes just longer, just so we could flesh out those aspects of the film, just so we could focus more on the lives of these young basketball players so we feel more connected to them. So, The Way Back, starring a career performance from Ben Affleck, accompanied by a good story that could have used a longer runtime to flesh out some more story elements, is a good sports drama that I think anybody can enjoy. There are definitely going to be people that will connect with the story on a much deeper level than I did, just because of the real situations that it deals with. Like Ben Affleck had a very therapeutic experience filming this movie, I could definitely see somebody having a very therapeutic moment watching this film. So the new sports drama, in my opinion, gets a B for basketball. Thank you so much for watching today's review. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave down in the comments what you thought about the film if you've seen it. Also, what is your favorite sports drama? Like I said, mine's probably gonna have to be Remembering the Titans. I just really love that movie. But yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, check out some other reviews and videos. I really appreciate all of that. And I'll see you guys next time.